Now I push in here. This is the 138th Street lift bridge over the Harlem River. And this is the Metro North train trestle bridge over the Harlem River, 138th Street lift bridge. And right now, as far as I can tell, we see plumes of smoke and this fire. See how high the flames are here. What we understand, there's no Metro North service in or out of Grand Central Station. This is because of this fire underneath the expansion of the bridge. Now, as Captain Randy Empey brings us slowly towards the fire here, you'll be able to see the flames are sky high. No reports of any injuries at this point, but again, this is a fluid situation, changing moment to moment here. As I bring it back out, you will see how high that plume of smoke is rising into the air. Again, we spotted this from Linden, New Jersey. As I push back in here, you will see the flames again sky high. No reports of any injuries, but this will affect Metro North service. No in or out of Grand Central Station at this point. Again, no injuries, but this is what we have right here in East Harlem at this point. Of course, firefighters on the scene, as you can see. Also, they have water boats as well trying to fight these flames. But again, look at that expansion totally engulfed in flames. This is the 138th Street lift bridge over the Harlem River on the Metro North train bridge. Again, no Metro North service in or out of Grand Central Station. Of course, we'll keep our eye on this and bring you any updates. For now, we are live over East Harlem. I'm Ed Hughes, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Is there any possibility that Metro North could at least get people to, say, 125th, and then they get subway service into the city beyond that?
Well, that is a possibility, Ken. No confirmation just yet from the folks at Metro North, but again, that might be an option. As soon as we get information from them and get it confirmed, we'll certainly pass it along to you. But again, right now, as we know, no Metro North in or out of Grand Central Station because of this fire.
Still, we look at this location, Ed, and from different angles, of course, we couldn't at first see the flames until now, and it's really quite horrendous. You have to wonder how much manpower will be going toward at least trying to extinguish it and then see what we have in front of us.
That is true, Lori. I mean, as I push back in here, it looks like they may be trying to get a handle on this, but again, they are fighting this fire from the river, from the Harlem River boats, as well as trucks here on the ground. And this is actually right next to, of course, the FDR Drive as well. Now, right now, that does not look to be affected at this point, the FDR itself. Really no traffic on that. But again, this smoke, right now, it's blowing in like a westerly, southwesterly direction. So the smoke may start affecting the FDR Drive. As I bring the picture down here, you will be able to see that it's flowing right across the FDR Drive. So of course we're going to keep an eye on that for you as well as far as the cars go. But again, this is right now, it's being affected basically Metro North service, no in or out of Grand Central Station because of this fire. But this is going to take a long time to battle here from all fronts.
I mean, fortunately there's no heavy traffic at the moment, but of course that could change at any time. And when you look at the amount of the plumes from that smoke and how thick and heavy it is, then you have to wonder about the visibility and how much that will become a factor.
Absolutely, Lori, and we're going to keep our eye on this and also keep in touch with Metro Traffic and the folks, our friends down there, and they are going to try to get confirmation as well. As soon as they, of course, if they do shut down the FDR Drive, we'll pass that along to you. So, yeah, this is going to be a real mess.
And then we have a whole nother headache if that were to happen, particularly as, you know, we start looking at the early rush hour maybe.
Exactly. So right now it's only 12 noon, but you know, depending on if this is going to cause a lot of damage, especially to the train trestles and the tracks itself, we'll certainly see about afternoon rush hour.
All right, Ed, stay right there. Please give us that shot still. We're going to go to Aaron Donovan from the MTA, who's on the phone with us right now. Aaron, welcome to Eyewitness News at Noon. Thank you for joining us. We have to ask, do all the three train lines of Hudson, Harlem, and New Haven take this bridge?
Yes, this is the bridge that's used by all three Metro North train lines into Grand Central.
So tell us what's going on right now then.
Well, at this moment, we're just getting the initial reports in, but service on all three lines, trains bound, are being held in the Bronx at the nearest station in the Bronx.
So we're talking about the same kind of mess we saw that happened at the LIRR last week because of issues, obviously, that they held where Penn Station was overflowing. This is a potential here. People should really get the heads up right now if they're at work, or if you have a loved one at work, let them know about this.
That's correct. Of course, that Long Island Railroad was weather-related. This looks to be fire, but very similar in nature, yes.
Right, and then you have to start mapping out what the alternatives are. Now, let's assume that, of course, it's shut down right now on three lines, but so what are the options?
Well, we have not yet put together a plan. I couldn't tell you, you know, certainly Lexington Avenue subway is very near here and parallel to the tracks, but we have not yet announced what we're advising customers to do. This just happened moments ago.
And the subways are totally unaffected. They take their own bridge separate from this.
It's actually a tunnel. Yes, they do.
Okay, and that's so, I mean, for people who don't realize, I guess I used to take this route every day myself, and if you wanted to, you could get off at 125th Street, walk down the block, and there's the 456, right, that's at 125th, and you could get that downtown. Is that the way, or uptown, is that the way to go?
Well, not really, because if you go to 125th, you'll run into the same problem. The service is suspended. This is affecting the 125th Street station as well.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we know that you have a lot of work ahead of you to try to map this out. And people, if you're home and you can call their loved one who's at work, at least they can go online, correct, for some information?
Yes, that's right. And hopefully, very shortly, we'll be able to tell you how long this may take to resolve and the alternate travel arrangement.
Is it possible? I mean, that fire looks amazingly strong. I mean, I guess you guys have to check to make sure the footings of the bridge are strong after this is all done.
Yes, no. That's correct.
The infrastructure and everything else has to be investigated. This is going to be a long day for Commuter and for yourself. All right. Mr. Donovan, we'll check in with you a little later.
Okay.
Let you get the ball rolling.
Thanks.
Thank you.